So, CDP ingests data. It takes all the fragmented information about a customer, what they browse, what they buy in your store, their email address, and stitches it together into one unified profile. That includes behavioral data, CRM data, as I've explained before. That flows into Adobe Target. Adobe Target decides which variation of content to send out. And outcome, churn reduced, high value retained, LTV increased. I mean, this is just a very simplified workflow. There's much more to it. Information is continually looped back, updating customers' profiles and segments, informing Adobe's target decision-making logic in real time. So here we have some usage case examples, app and web experiences that we can create. So on the left-hand side, we've got the app. So in this usage case, 5G network outage has been detected. The banner at the top, it's updated to reflect the fact that there's a network outage. Customers are able to find out more, seek help and support. Down the bottom, instead of a shop, we've got a card deck with support articles. Also information on how to get a free wireless modem on us to use during the outage. Variants for a celebration for long tenure. For example, a 10-year long customer, we reward them by giving a $10 discount. Here we have a shop. So say, for example, we've learnt that the customers always use the latest iPhones or premium phones. We can include that in our CTA. So our shop can just present iPhone devices. The offer, for example, may only include wireless tablets such as iPads, or if the customer was into Samsung devices, it would show Samsung devices. So we would have several variants that are available for testing in Target, which would determine what segment receives what message. And it's exactly the same for desktop. Not much explanation needed here. It's simply the same process repeated for desktop. Targeted segment. High-value customers hold an average of 1.7 services, more likely to churn after network disruption. Reasons for churning: NPS survey results noted lack of communication, acknowledgement during the outage, poor customer service, lack of compensatory incentives. Even high-tenured customers are just as vulnerable after major incidents. They expect reliability and their needs to be met and often feel betrayed by the brand they've remained loyal to. So our pilot objectives: public relations, restore trust and brand loyalty to levels above and beyond pre-incident levels. So we want to improve post-outage NPS by 10%, reduce post-outage churn by 1%, customer experience, offer innovative, unique and personalized digital experience via web and app, increase our live outage to call deflection rate by 20% whilst decreasing bounce rate on relevant outage pages by the same percentage, and call deflection, so reducing pressure on our contact center and driving customers toward the web or MyOpsis app, increase web session time by 15%. Resources for pilots. I won't go through this in detail, but the executive team ultimately decides whether the project is greenlit. Project managers coordinate the rollout timeline and phases of implementation. Analytics lead defines KPIs and success, builds the dashboards, and translates results to ROI for the executive team. Data governance lead and legal, responsible for validating consent and capture compliance, basically ensuring we're in compliance with the Australian Privacy Act. AEP architect. So this is an Adobe consultant who designs essentially the XDM schema, namespace, merge policy, and ensures the scalability beyond pilot. Another data engineer from AEP who does the CRM batch engine ingestion and connectors to CRM platforms into the centralized AEP database. So they connect Jarvis, our CRM, to AEP. Configure datasets in AEP and clean CRM data. The data architect works with AEP to ensure the AEP aligns with the broader data strategy, and also validates data accuracy and schema compliance. A target specialist, basically to configure target. We wouldn't have anyone at the organization who has this skill set. Front-end devs, we need them to implement inboxes. So they're the targeted areas of our website or app defined by code that triggers the call to AT to deliver the personalized content variation from AEM, ensure no SEO conflicts, implement Web SDK. The UX lead content strategists create content fragments in AEM for user variants, ensure brand compliance, ensure UX insights, ensure the use of UX insights to create variants suitable for audience segmentation. Resources simplified. As you can see, we have a rundown of the roles and FTE. The most important people here, really, program leads, AEP architects, and data engineers. They're basically non-negotiables in terms of FTE. So AEP target, pilot and timeline, total duration 12 to 16 weeks. So we've divided this into 4 stages. Phase 1 to 3 weeks, mobilization and design. Goal, align our usage case success metrics and architecture. So we want to deliver our usage cases, our solution architecture for AEP and target, and a blueprint for data ingestion. Phase 2, goal, set up, configure AEP and target. Deliverables, web data flowing into AEP, initial unified profiles available for use, target connected to AEP segments, and first test audience available. Phase 3, use case build and QA. Goal, produce a live AEP target campaign for logged in users on web and app. Deliverables, live pilot activity up and running, measurement dashboard and controlled traffic allocation. So measure and optimize is during phase 4, our last week. Goal, prove value. So, RRO performance report, ROI estimate, scaling roadmap, governance recommendations. Budget. So the pilot budget rundown. So the biggest cost, licensing. So subscription level AEP, RT, CDP Prime Ultimate cost $2 million to $3.5 million annually. So the factors that increase the cost include real-time streaming ingestion, large behavioral data sets, multi-channel activation, advanced government modules, various business news publications within a... Oh. Sorry.